When the Vice Chancellor procession reach the Convocation Hall, all those present in the hall should rise and remain standing until the Vice Chancellor's procession and the National Anthem have finished. Silence is mandatory in the Convocation Hall. The use of mobile phones are strictly prohibited. No one should leave the conference hall until the convocation ceremony is over. No photographs should be taken inside the convocation hall. When the names of the graduates are read out, the graduates should approach the Vice Chancellor. After the Vice Chancellor has conferred the degrees, they should return to their previous seats. After the graduation ceremony is over, all those present at the graduation ceremony should stand up again until the Vice Chancellor leaves the convocation hall. Thank you. නිවේදන විස්තර සියලුම උපාධිධාරිනි ආරාධිතයනි නෝනාවරුනි මහත්වරුනි ඔබ සියලු දෙනාගේම අවධානය පිණිසයි. උපකුලපතිවරයාගේ පෙළපාලිය උපාධි ප්‍රදානෝත්සව ශාලාවට ළඟා වන විට ශාලාවේ සිටින සියලු දෙනාම නැගිට උපකුලපතිවරයාගේ පෙළපාලිය සහ ජාතික ගීය අවසන් වනතුරු සිටගෙන සිටිය යුතුය. උපකුලපතිවරයාගේ පෙරහැර තව සුළු මොහොතකින් ආරම්භ වේ. සම්මන්ත්‍රණ ශාලාවේ නිශ්ශබ්දතාව පවත්වා ගැනීම අනිවාර්ය වේ. ජංගම දුරකථන භාවිතය සපුරා තහනම්. උපාධි ප්‍රදානෝත්සවය අවසන් වනතුරු කිසිවකු සම්මන්ත්‍රණ ශාලාවෙන් පිටතට නොයා යුතුය. සම්මන්ත්‍රණ ශාලාව තුල ඡායාරූප නොගත යුතුය. උපාධිධාරීන්ගේ නම් කියවන විට උපාධිධාරීන් උපකුලපතිවරයා වෙත පැමිණිය යුතුය. උපකුලපතිවරයා උපාධිය ප්‍රදානය කළ පසු ඔවුන් නැවත පැමිණිය යුත්තේ ඔවුන් කලින් සිටි ආසනයටමය. උපාධි ප්‍රදෝත්සවය අවසන් වූ පසු උපකුලපතිවරයා සම්මන්ත්‍රණ ශාලාවෙන් පිටව යන තෙක් උපාධි ප්‍රදානෝත්සව ශාලාවේ සිටි සියලු දෙනා නැවත නැගිට සිටිය යුතුය. ஸ்தோதி. அறிவிப்பு விவரங்கள். அனைத்து பட்டதாரிகள் பெற்றோர்கள் மற்றும் அதிதிகளின் கவனத்திற்கு துணைவேந்தரின் பவனி இன்னும் சற்று நேரத்தில் ஆரம்பமாகும். துணைவேந்தரின் பவனி பட்டமளிப்பு மண்டபத்தை அடைந்ததும் தேசிய கீதம் முடியும் வரை அனைவரும் எழுந்து நிற்றல் வேண்டும். பட்டமளிப்பு விழா மண்டபத்தில் அனைவரும் அமைதியை பேணுதல் வேண்டும். கையடக்க தொலைபேசி பாவனை முற்றாக தடை செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது. பட்டமளிப்பு விழா நிறைவு பெறும் வரை எவரும் மண்டபத்தை விட்டு வெளியே செல்லல் கூடாது. பட்டமளிப்பு விழா மண்டபத்திற்குள் புகைப்படங்களை எடுத்தல் முற்றாக தடை செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது. பட்டதாரிகளின் பெயர்கள் வாசிக்கப்பட்டதும் பட்டதாரிகள் துணைவேந்தரை அணுக வேண்டும். துணைவேந்தர் பட்டம் வழங்கிய பிறகு பட்டதாரிகள் தத்தமது இருக்கைகளுக்கே மீண்டும் திரும்புதல் வேண்டும். பட்டமளிப்பு விழா முடிவடைந்ததும் துணைவேந்தர் பட்டமளிப்பு விழா மண்டபத்தை விட்டு வெளியே செல்லும் வரை பட்டமளிப்பு விழாவில் கலந்து கொண்ட அனைவரும் மீண்டும் எழுந்து நிற்றல் வேண்டும். நன்றி.
I declare this convocation open for the conferment of degrees.
Chancellor Dr. Faiz Mustafa, President's Council, members of the University Council and the Senate, distinguished invitees, deans of the faculties, registrar, librarian, bursa, heads of the departments, members of the academic, administrative and non-academic staff, graduates of the Faculty of Engineering and Faculty of Technology, their proud parents, relatives and well-wishers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Emeritus Professor, Engineer SBS Abekon, an eminent engineer, distinguished academic, and respected leader in higher education. Professor Abekon graduated with the first class honors degree in civil engineering from the University of Peradeniya in 1979. He obtained the Master of Applied Science and Doctor of Philosophy degrees in Civil Engineering from the University of British Columbia, Canada, respectively in 1983 and 1987. He is a chartered engineer, an international professional engineer, and a fellow of the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka. In recognition of his outstanding contributions to engineering science and higher education, he was elected a fellow of the National Academy of Sciences of Sri Lanka. Professor Abekon has had a distinguished academic career spanning more than 3 decades at the University of Peradeniya. He has served in several leadership positions, including Head of the Department of Civil Engineering, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, providing exemplary leadership in advancing engineering education, research, innovation, and institutional development. Complementing his distinguished academic career, Professor Abekon has rendered outstanding service to the engineering profession in Sri Lanka, serving as the President of the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka and the inaugural Chairman of the Engineering Council of Sri Lanka. His leadership in these roles has contributed significantly to strengthening professional engineering practice standards and engineering education in the country. Professor Abekon most recently served as the Governor of the Central Province, reflecting the nation's recognition of his integrity, leadership, and distinguished public service. Today, we are honored to have Professor Abekon share his wisdom, experience, and insights with our graduating students as they commence the next phase of their professional and personal journeys. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our distinguished keynote speaker, Emeritus Professor, Engineer SBS Abekon. Sir, your time, please.
Thank you very much, Professor Junaideen, Vice Chancellor, for that elaborate introduction. Members of the clergy, Dr. Faiz Mustafa, President's Council, Chancellor of the Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, Professor S.M. Junaideen, Vice Chancellor, distinguished invitees, including past Vice Chancellors, members of the Council and the Senate, Acting Registrar, Acting Bursar, Deans of Faculties, Librarian, Heads of Departments, members of the academic, administrative and non-academic staff. Above all, the graduates of the faculties of engineering and technology who receive their hard-earned degrees today, their proud parents, relations, and well-wishers, members of the media, good morning to you all. It's a profound honor and a distinct privilege to stand before you today at this main auditorium of the Southeastern University of Sri Lanka in Oluville for the 18th General Convocation of the University. When Vice Chancellor Professor Junaideen extended his gracious invitation, I accepted it with not only with sense of duty, but with immense joy. I have been here many times in the past for helping out in preparation of curricula, designing of laboratories, and for contributing in general for the conduct of the civil engineering degree program of this university. We also had a couple of meetings of committees of vice chancellors and directors here during the tenure of Professor S.M.M. Ismail as the vice chancellor of this great university. My sincere thanks to the organizers of the 18th General Convocation for inviting me for this extremely important event of the Southeastern University. Looking out at this auditorium filled with the bright, eager faces of our newest engineering and technology graduates, I am filled with deep optimism for the future of our nation. Graduation is a monumental milestone. Today is the culmination of years of rigorous late-night studies, demanding laboratory practicals, complex design projects, and intense examinations. You have been tested and you have trumped. In addition, you have been a part of and even led student societies, played an instrument or two, or took part in sports. You may have volunteered, probably did a couple of jobs, made lifelong friends, and discovered exactly what you are made of here at the Southeastern University. But please remember, you did not walk this path alone. Let us take a moment to acknowledge your parents, guardians, friends and families. Their quiet sacrifices, unwavering belief, and emotional and financial investments are the bedrock upon which your success is built. Let us also applaud your academic staff, the professors and the lecturers, and the non-academic staff who have painstakingly guided you, molded your minds, and passed down the torch of knowledge. We all know that approximately 450,000 students sit for General Certificate of Education ordinary level examination every year, and about 340,000 students sit for GCE AL examination every year. However, the state universities can absorb only 42,000 students annually, which amounts to about 9.3% of those sit for O-level and about 12.3% of those sit for A-levels. What does this say? It says that about 90% of the students who sit for these island-wide examinations do not get the chance to enter national or state-funded universities. The key phrase here is state-funded. Make no mistake, national universities provide state-funded education. However, for this invaluable service of the government of Sri Lanka, quite often we erroneously use the term free education. What we know, my dear graduates and parents, is that there is nothing free in this world. The education that was provided to you here at Southeastern University was paid for by the people of this country. The electricity bill for these lights, the construction of the buildings, the salaries of academic, administrative and non-academic staff, cost of the books in the library, cost of the equipment at the laboratories, all these are paid for by the people of this country, out of which more than 22% are living below poverty line. 22% living below poverty line. When they go and purchase 200 grams of tea leaves, a kilo of sugar, a yard of clothing, or a bottle of kerosene, part of that money goes to fund the so-called free education. 90% of the people of this country pay their hard-earned money to educate children of other 10%. Children of other 10%. In many of these families, no one has benefited from the university system for generations. Yet, they keep funding the education of a very small fraction, of which you are included. So this is the only country that I know in the world that these are so generous people. They fund the education of the others, education of a minority. So my dear graduating ladies and gentlemen, you owe your degree to every single citizen of this great but still developing country. Please pay back by in whatever way you can, individually or collectively. Please help the people and the country while aspiring for your own targets in life. The Southeastern University of Sri Lanka holds a unique and vital position in our national higher education landscape. Established in a region rich in culture and history, this institution has grown into a beacon of academic excellence and social harmony. The university is well focused on its mission. I quote, to provide expanded opportunities for higher learning of international standards through generation and dissemination of knowledge and innovations focused on regional and national needs, social harmony, and stakeholders' empowerment and satisfaction, end quote. By bringing together students from diverse backgrounds and communities across Sri Lanka, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka mirrors the pluralistic fabric of our nation. You have learned here not just the infrastructure development, power supply, building machines or code software, but also how to live, work, and thrive together in harmony. The spirit of unity is a crucial asset that you must carry into the wider world. Today, we are striving hard to establish that we all are Sri Lankans, and no barriers, religious, racial, geographical, economic, social, or any other, will stop us from marching towards developing this country together. As graduates of Southeastern University, you are in a privileged position to lead the country in this direction because of your years of harmonious relations with students of diverse backgrounds. There is no doubt that you will provide the leadership for the future sons and daughters of our nation. As it was expressed at the introduction by the Vice Chancellor, I am a person who has spent my time almost entirely in the field of education. Therefore, I thought I will be failing in my duty if I do not say a few things about education system in Sri Lanka in this address. Please remember, as beneficiaries of state-funded education, you also, all of you, have a responsibility to shape the generations to come in our country by getting involved in giving them the best possible education. Let us examine where we are placed today in higher education as well as in school education. 9 years back, the year to the first state university, University of Peradeniya, has organized a series of events to mark the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of university education in Sri Lanka. In the first 30 years or so, University of Ceylon at Peradeniya was considered one of the topmost universities in the world. In fact, it is said that it was among the top 35 universities in the world ranking at that time. According to current world rankings, none of the Sri Lankan universities are within the top 1,000 in the world. So should we celebrate or mourn? In developing and reviewing our curricula, we often talk about the profile that is expected of a graduate of a certain university. The graduate profile reflects a set of attributes that we consider to be attainable by graduates of a university. When we look at graduate profiles of many universities worldwide, three main components are highlighted: knowledge, skills, and attitudes, often in that order. In my view, the problem is not in the three components themselves, but how much weight we place in designing our curricula on these three basic aspects of a graduate profile. Assuming that the GCE advanced level examination is capable of ranking those who sit for the examination, and also that the selection criteria are fair, the national universities in Sri Lanka have the luxury of receiving those who are at the top in terms of knowledge. We take great efforts to regularly update the university curricula, to select the teaching staff by following stringent tough criteria, and to train both academic and non-academic staff through several modern programs. Many opportunities are provided for the students as well as the teaching staff to acquire new knowledge. Therefore, I believe that in the knowledge front, we are comparable to any top university in the world. As for skills here in Sri Lanka, I am not too sure whether we are doing enough to bring up the skills to a level that is expected of a world-class university graduate. There is a recent trend to introduce many programs and courses that are aimed at developing soft skills of undergraduates, the success of which is yet to be evaluated. If you consider the school system that feeds students to universities, it is clear that skill development gets stepmotherly treatment because of the pressure of preparing pupils for examinations. Therefore, in general, there is a strong trend that gradually curtails all skills of the nation's school-going children, starting from the removal of practical examinations in science subjects from GCE A-level examinations in the early 70s, to adding vast amounts of knowledge at the expense of skills. We have been adding a lot of knowledge at the expense of skills in all curricula that is noted over the past 3 to 5 decades. This combined with the emergence of tuition as the main mode of learning, or rather training to face examinations, more than learning, or rather trained to face examinations, has also contributed immensely to the reduction of the skills department in students who are admitted to state universities. We all know that the essence of learning is tell me and I will forget, show me and I will remember, let me do it and I will understand. That is learning. Tell me and I will forget, show me and I will remember, let me do it and I will understand. Due to the lack of sufficient attention up to required levels at schools, there is a strong need to pay special emphasis on the development of skills, both hard and soft, at universities. This fact has to be realized not only by the university authorities, but also by the authorities of the government, so that the necessary facilities and resources are improved to address the need. The major problem, however, lies with the attitudes. How serious are we in imparting correct attitudes upon the student community within the university and school system of Sri Lanka? How effective are the courses and programs in university curricula designed to develop correct attitudes and are significant in number? Aren't the attitudes of the present day university student is almost entirely guided by their seniors? They tell what the seniors ask them to do. That is how the attitudes are developed. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past four to six decades, the need to teach attitudes in the universities was not considered important. Beyond the last few decades, this attitude development was not considered important. During when we were small and even later, it was mainly taken care of by the schools and probably more significantly by the society at large. Attitudes were learnt by observing parents, family seniors, village headmen, teachers, and even politicians. Print and electronic media also played their part. The school-going students had sufficient time outside the classes to get their attitudes cemented in their life. These include getting engaged in sports activities, cultural activities, music, literature, drama, etc. I believe that the introduction of the open economy and the conflict that escalated to a full-scale war has contributed immensely to a severe erosion of attitudes and values in Sri Lankan society. In addition, the tuition culture itself and resulting issues such as not having sufficient time at home to spend with the family, not having time to engage in extracurricular activities, and the inability to go to Sunday schools, etc., can be considered as substantial in the wearing down of attitudes and values among our children. The importance of extracurricular activities in shaping a human being cannot be undervalued. Today, unfortunately, those who engage in such activities, those students, school students who engage in extracurricular activities, are finding it extremely difficult to enter universities. Not because of their lack of caliber, but mainly because of the way the school and examination systems of our country have been designed. As a growing young boy, I remember my father telling me that education makes someone a better person. He said that educated people are less likely to do wrong things as compared to uneducated. He did emphasize the fact that one should receive education only because that will make him or her a responsible citizen. That is all. You should educate yourself with the aim of becoming a responsible citizen. All other reasons, including getting trained for employment requirements, are secondary. Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines education as learning that takes place in schools or school-like environments, that is, formal education, or in the world at large, the transmission of the values and accumulated knowledge of a society. Values and knowledge. Values come before the knowledge. This is, I believe, is the correct order. Value coming before knowledge. Unless you cultivate a strong set of values, however up you go in the ladder to so-called higher levels, you will be worthless as a citizen. I don't know whether you can remember in 2012 at one of the rural hospitals. This particular hospital had only 2 doctors. And one of the doctors put poison in other doctor's water tank. I think it was in Sevanagala. One doctor put poison in the other doctor's water tank. The water was used by his family of 2 children, and the wife was expecting the 3rd baby. This man was cruel enough, with an MBBS behind him, to poison his fellow doctor. So what is the point of that MBBS? Few years back, I think it's about 10 years back, there was I think it's Kandy Mayangana Road if I recall right, there was a retaining wall being built in road widening exercise. And the engineer, a graduate from Sri Lankan University with BSc Engineering, young engineer was in charge of it. And the retaining wall fell down 2 days after being built. And I was involved in inquiry of it. And when I looked at the wall, it was built smaller than the design, smaller than the design drawings, thinner. So obviously it would fail, it has to fail. So I asked the engineer, why did you do this? He said, sir, the local government member of this area told me to build this thinner. This is a man who has got very high marks in advanced level examination, gone in to do engineering at a national university, did 4 years of engineering, got through the rigorous like all you do, and then what he does is what a fellow who has not even passed grade 5 tells him to do. Look at the attitude. And when I was the Vice Chancellor at Peradeniya, I was going to Kandy in one of the roads, and there are few bridges over that road for pedestrians to cross the road. At one place I saw one day that this bridge was being painted new by a few people, green paint. And immediately the next day, when I was going through the same road again, I saw that the whole newly painted bridge was posted by various different posters of a politician, Sudumalli. Vote for Sudumalli. Everywhere. But when I was coming closer and closer to the bridge, I noted that among Sudumalli's posters, there was one post by Peradeniya Students Union. Now this is a public property, painted for by public money. And I can understand Sudumalli, who has not gone to school, littering public property. But Peradeniya Student Union is doing the same thing as Sudumalli is doing. The people who are supposed to be educated. So this is the problem in this country. So we need to correct that. Unless you correct it, there's no point in giving degrees only. Ladies and gentlemen, we will go from there. So please, my dear graduates, take this into your heart and cultivate your attitudes and values towards becoming a responsible citizen. You are graduating into a world undergoing a dizzying transformation. This convergence of fourth industrial revolution technologies, artificial intelligence, automated systems, renewable energy matrices, and advanced biotech infrastructure is rewriting the rules of global development. As graduates of the faculties of engineering and technology, you hold the keys to this transformation. You do not have a choice but to be anything but extraordinary. These are the times we are living in right now. And it has been amazing. It's been amazing to see how your generation has rebelled against every bad habit of mine and every generation that came before me. You are not mere spectators of the future. You are its architects. Sri Lanka faces complex socio-economic challenges that cannot be solved by conventional thinking alone. We need sustainable infrastructure to combat ultimate vulnerabilities. We need robust technology systems to optimize our resource management, and digital innovations to integrate our local industries into global markets. Your education has given you the technical prowess to solve these problems. Engineering is the art of directing the great sources of power in nature for the use and convenience of humankind. Technology is the practical application of that knowledge to uplift human dignity. Use your skills to build, to innovate, and to uplift our nation. Steve Jobs, the former Chief Executive Officer of Apple Incorporated, while addressing fresh graduates of Stanford University in California, United States of America, said, I quote, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary." End quote. These are valid for you as well. Please follow your heart and intuition. You have the education behind you that was provided by this great university. As you step beyond the gates of Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, please permit an elder academic peer to offer you 3 brief pieces of guidance for the journey ahead. 1. Commit to lifelong learning. The degree in your hand is not the final destination. It is simply a license to learn. The technologies you master today may become obsolete tomorrow. Stay curious, read widely, adapt continuously, and never lose your appetite for knowledge. 2. Uphold absolute integrity. brilliant engineer or technologist without ethics is a hazard to society. I gave enough examples earlier. Your designs, codes, and projects will directly affect human lives. Directly affect human lives. Remember that retaining wall, it affects human lives. So guard your professional integrity fiercely. Guard it very fiercely. Let your work be defined by quality, transparency, and safety. 3, cultivate empathy and social responsibility. True success is not measured solely by your degrees, your salary, or your job title. It is measured by the number of lives you positively impact. Cultivate the vital ability to look at the problem from the other person's point of view, empathy. Cultivate the ability to look at the person from the other person's point of view. Look for opportunities to apply your skills to solve grassroots problems, bridge social inequalities, and preserve our environment for generations to come. When I left the university, I became a former professor. When I left my last job, governor of the Central Province, early this week, I became a former governor. But you are not a former anything. You are future record breakers and world travelers, future volunteers and philanthropists and entrepreneurs, future winners and future leaders. I am here to tell you from the other side of graduation that leaving a familiar world behind and finding new ones is incredibly, deeply, wonderfully exciting. My dear graduates, the future is a black canvas and you hold the brushes. Go forth from this beautiful campus in Oloville with confidence. Be bold in your aspirations, resilient in the face of failure, and humble in your success. Make your alma mater proud. Make your families proud. Become those who reshape the country for the future generations in a responsible manner. And make Sri Lanka proud. Thank you. And my heartiest congratulations to you all.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the Southeast Asian Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biosystem Technology be conferred on those to be presented by the Dean, Faculty of Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biosystem Technology. GKMM Krishan Ranavira.
By authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biosystems Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the Southeast Asian Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the Master of Philosophy in Biosystem Technology be conferred on those to be presented by the Dean, Faculty of Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Master of Philosophy in Biosystem Technology. A.M. Muhammad Asmat. A.M. Rikasa. M.N. Fatima Nashat. M.R. Roshana. S.M.M. Saida Afri. S.M.M. Saida Himaya.
By authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degree of Master of Philosophy in Biosystems Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of Southeast University of Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of the Science of Engineering Honours be conferred on those to be presented by the Dean, Faculty of Engineering.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of the Science of Engineering Honours. A.R. Muhammad Ilham Saraf. A.R. Fatima Tilres Banu. A.S. Akhil Ahmad. A.S.A. Musnad Ilahi. A.W.M.A. Suresh Vanninayaka. A. Asna Samha. A. Muhammad Musadik. A. Janupriyan. A. Rahitul Attar. BGT Deshan Samaravira. BG Sakuni Netunika. CN Madushi Velivitigoda. D. Sangeet Hevarana Veera. D. Virjay Pradeepan. DMY Lasit Disanayaka. EAN Dilshan Karunaratna. EPGG Madhusanka Disanayaka. GWPR Rashi Vijay Singha. HHC Pasan Alvis. H. Altaf Muhammad. HPB Dulsarani Hemapriya. HMD Yasid Buddhadasa. HMG Nuwan Tarindu. HGS Indunil Bandar. IMD Geetanjana Senaviratna. I. Muhammad Ijaz Pakih. J. Afkar Ali. K. Sendur Priyan. K. Prabhashwara Vijay Singha. K. Damit Gayant. K.H. Hashan Anjana. K.H. Sharad Viswajit. L. Sandeep Abhevardhana. MGK Kaushalya Samarasekara. MD Gayan Rasanga. MWV Charit Manaveer, MHP Pramod Tilakaratna, MA Nasik Hassan, MA Muhammad Amri Arif, MK Muhammad Nadir Noori, MR Ziminaj, MSA Muhammad Saiful Islam, NA Ihsan Muhammad, R Madhumidan, R Sanadanan, RMD Nadishan Ratnasinghe, SF Muhammad Assam, S Nishad Ahmad, W Takshila Sandarwani, WAT Nayanandun Veerasinghe, WAY Bashita Pereira, A Hamdi, AJ Zamil, AJ Afraj, AK Fatima Fahjat, AJ MS Prasanna Bandara, AHT Nipuni Bhagya, DWK Chamot Ratnayak, DJ MP Dhananjaya Jayamaha, HMA Madhuanta Herat, KK Jihan Samarnayak, MHMS Nishan Madhuant, MA Muhammad Nifras, MH Muhammad Ashfaq, M. Abdul Rahman, M.R. Ashfaq Ahmad, M. Muhammad Afraz Ali, M. Muhammad Safni, N.G. Sujit Veerasinghe, P.G. Pasindu Metsan, R.A.T. Dilshan Ranasinghe, R.M.T. Chanaka Ratnayaka, S. Muhammad Umair, S. Malshan Parnavitana, S. Nishant, V. Ajit Kumar, V.J. Supun Vijayarama, W.G. Satsarani Nanayakkara, W. Mudyanselage Madhushankar, W.S. Taraka Sandaruwan, Y. Veerasingam,
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degree of Bachelor of Science of Engineering with honors.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of South Asian University of Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Biosystem Technology honors be conferred on those to be presented by the Dean, Faculty of Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Biosystem Technology honors for the academic year 2018-2019. A.M. Fatima Jia Jamsid. A.R. Fatima Samiha. A.G.H. Madhuvandi Abevardhana. Piyumi Madhushani. DGR Hasini Anuttara. DG Dilini Shashika. DG Nadisha Sandamali. DSO Rajakaruna Arachi. ER Anjula Idrisinghe. GGG Aravinda Veerasiri. HHAV Hansika Jayawardena. HM Vatsala Madhuvanti. J. Dhananjaya Vidyasinghe. JBD Asinsula Dias. K. Ashini Kaumadi. KRR Chaturanga Pillai. KKC Lalitya Vimalratna. KD Niluka Sandamali. KG Malki Prasadi. KR Lakshika Gunasinghe. K. Diniti Sudhusinghe. KGHS Kumari Karunaratna. KA Madhushi Lakmali. KAS Navodya Savandi. KR Sandeep Atennapun. KGF Dinushika Rupasena. Fatima Fasmia. MG Tarindu Lakshan. HMJ Utpala Sandaruwani. MD Nisansala Sewandi. MGR Tarangani Vijetunga. MA Aksha Ruhi Ansar. MR Fatima Sanija. MR Fatima Shihara. M Taha Asna. MR Shuhad. MA Umayangana Tawindi. NGAH Disanayaka Gunavansha. N Shubhashi Ranadungagi. NR Harsha Chaturangi. PAK Taruka Jayasinghe. PV Malindu Dilshan. P Dilani. P Hasanka Pereira. PG Samadhi Navoda. PBC Shashikala Madhuvanti. P Chamudika Prasadini. P Tunisha. R Sujani. RM Indumadi Ratnamali. SMI Uddara Samarkon. Yes, Aish Davatte. Yes, Charani Pradeepa. S.A. Randeep Kavisha. S.H. Henrath Kumarage. S. Risna. U.H.N. Kaushalya Gunasila. V. Iromika Turam. V. Purnima. V. U. Bimalka Kavindi. V.G. Ruchira Akalanka. W. Hiroshima Sammani. W. Shashini Imasha. W.A. Diloma Dasanti. A.R. Zahnas Beham. A.S. Kaushalya Bandara. B.K. Muhammad Simar. E.M.D. Madhumadhavi Ekanayaka. Fahima Banu. GPE Sandanuani Guruge. GD Chamara Madhusankar. J.V.M. Dushmanti Jayasekara. K.S. Shubhashana Dayaratna. K. Parandagan. K.A. Lalani Ratnayaka. K.M.S. Harshani Kumari. K.V.H. Chamika Dialvis. M. Dasanayaka. M.B. Fatima Sama. M.R. Fatima Asmat Banu, MGWMA Gihani Veerasekara, MS Risna, RB Sandaruan Jayaratna, RKKU Kumari Randeni, R Kushani Bogahage, SR Tashmila Javire, SWN Madhushan Jayavikrama, SN Chetana Silva, YM Ruchira Gayan,
By authority vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby confer upon those whose names we read the degree of Bachelor of Biosystems Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of Southeast University of Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology be conferred on those to be presented by the Dean Faculty of Technology.
Chancellor, I had the honor to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology honors for the academic year 2018-19. APMS Bandara Abeyratna, AK Mihiranga Adhikari, BGDR Yasanjana Gunathilaka, C. Nadushan Vanigedunga, DGH Prabodha Leelasena, EH Shashikala Edrisinghe, G. Malki Ishadi, G. Khajana, HAY Chandupa Pereira, JSDM Nilupul Niranjana. JAI Harsha Deshapriya. JAT Tebia Chaturanga. KD Lakmal Prasanna. KDO Bhavanta Vikramanayaka. KGV Dilshan Premaratna. KA Imesh Shashinta. KDS Nimanda Madhushara. KK Kavinda Javira. K Danushan. L Judindu Vijay Bandara. LW Roshana Irendika. MM Lahiru Pradeep. MMH Nuvandi Kumari. MF Fatima Tahzeen. NR Bandara Udavalav. NAN Aloka Bandara. T Logarjana. PGKK Kumari Pallegidra. PYM Dilruksha Panapitiya. P Divyana. P Ishani Demanti. RMA Shubodha Madhushankar. R Deshani Swarnamali. S Sadika Banu. S Sakiya Sasi. SJMJ Chandramali Samarkon. S Tushara Hewagi. S.A. Hanan Afrin. T. Anjali Patiranage. U.P. Tejani Patirana. WKD Randika Lakshan. WG Dilip Taraka. WG Sudhira Shubhashini. WAR Lakshan Shirivardhana. WM Madhuranga Vijay Bandara. WMST Lakmal Vijay Dunga. A. Azgi Sarafat. BWD Lakshita Udugama. EA Purna Nayanajit. HA Dilmi Diltara. HDD Madhumesha Heva Bandara. JMAPDL Surya Bandara. KU Taruka Srivardhana. K. Jayambadi Ranatunga. K. Tyagaraja. LGAS Akila. MSS Charuka Vijayananda. MA Fatima Safna. RMK Ranganath Rajapaksha. RM Lakshita Patminda. SR Nimesh Fernando. SADT Seshadi Subhasinga. TS Rashmika Dimanda. WRM Babasara Fonseca.
By authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degree of Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of Southeast Asian Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of the Science of Engineering Honours be conferred upon those to be presented by the Dean Faculty of Engineering.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of the Science of Engineering Honours, academic year 2019-2020. A.K. Fatima Sihan. A.M. Fatima Ishara. AGM Madhumal Tilakaratna. AK Chaturika Dilhani. HWK Sevvandi Amaratunga. AM Subodha Amaratunga. AK Hubert Anthony. PC Prasadi Alutwattage. PH Sachinta Lakruan. CM Pussevatta. DMT Imash Karunaratna. DRGS Sangamita Moraketia. DMC Kavinda Disanayaka. DMK Gayendra Disanayaka. DA Irudita Jayaratna. EMPS Madhubhashana Senanayaka. ERS Banushan Miranda. GGGM Dilruk Galkotua. GPR Pasan Patirana. GH Chanaka Sandaruan. GP Viduranga Gankanda. GGEMD Deumin Ekanayaka. GS Kumara Godavela. HDH Nipun Haturusingha. HAS Teekshana Bandara. HMGR Ishara Malanga. HL Imalka Nirashan. HP Manoj Hevapatirana. H Malindu Kandanarachi. HGN Maheshika Karunasinghe. I Nipun Udana. I Dulanjana Senadira. JK Madavan Arachige. JMD Malshan Jayamaha. JMD Lakshita Jayasinghe. JMM Lakshan Jayasinghe. K. Agash. KJH Udita Lakshan. KH Irandika Karunaratna. KDS Sandaruvan Dayanand. KN Akash Ahmed. KAP Vishwajit Chandrakirti. KD Dilika Kavindi. KPA Vinod Karunaratna. KWM Sanjay Premaratna. KSC Ransika Senanayaka. K. Sartashan. K. Anuttara Jayavira. MI Tivanka Silva. M. Muhammad Misran. MHC Dulanjan Prasan. MC Dilan Jayashant. MJ Afil Husni, MM Muhammad Inami, MN Muhammad Habli, MN Asluf Ahmad, MR Muhammad Rifti, MR Muhammad Rija, MU Munsif Ahmad, MAIP Kumar Jayatis, NGL Dhananjaya Madhumal, NMWG Harsha Madhushan, NS Muhammad Naushad, N Hevage, NMC Samadhi Disanayaka, PHS Oshanka Ekanayaka, P Netmina Jayasinghe, PRD Sarangi Ranasinghe, P Jayavanta Disanayaka, PSS Imanta Kumar, PD Randeepa Sanjaya, PM Mallavarach, P Kanchana Alpitiya, PA Samit Dilshan, RK Kavindi Purnima, R Ajit Milan, RMD Pramodi Haritashi, RMD Ruan Bandar, RD Pyumi Badushika, R.M. Dilshan Pramodya, R.M.Y. Rangana Chandrasiri, R.M.Y. Rashan Jayaratna, R.K. Chaturan Gunaratna, R.M.W. Darshana Priyanta, R.A.S. Mihiranga Ratnayaka, S. Jeniston, S. Muhammad Riham, S. Fatima Sinfa, S. Vileka Liyanage, S.A.R. Madhushan Deshapriya, S.H. Shriyanta Piyaratna, S.D.H. Sandeepa Ruwantilaka, S. Nadishan, T.M.A. Dilshan Jayasuriya, T.G.N.M.N. Lakshita Nishanaka, T.H. Sajita Sankalpa, V. Priyanka, V. Tilaksana, V. Krishantan, W.G.M. Hashan Rajapaksha, W.D. Madhusanka Prapad, W.T.D. Tilini Hansika, W.M.N. Chandimal Vikramasinghe, W.D.N. Dhananjaya Bandara, W.M.N. Avishka Vijayatunga, W. Sandun Tamir,
By authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon those names who have been read the degree of Bachelor of Science of Engineering with honors.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of Southeast Asia Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Biosystem Technology be conferred on those to be presented by the Dean Faculty of Technology.
Chancellor, I had the honor to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Biosystem Technology honors for the academic year 2019-20. A.M. Atifa. A.N. Fatima Akhtar Jabin. A.T. Nilaksha D. Soiza. A.G.V.S. Nimanta Vijayaratna. C. Nishandani. D.K.W.N. Sevandi Dharmapala. D.M. Udara Disakaruna. D.S. Tarushika Silva. E.L. Viranga Chatumali. E.M.S. Prabha Sandeepani. E.M. Jaimini Jinadari. E.W.M.T. Nivarthana Ekanayaka. E. Hansaka Rubasinghe. F. Fatima Rifasa. G.G.D. Panchama Leelaratna. H. Insa Banu. H.M. Nirosha Damayanti. H.M. Shashini Nisansala. H.P.A. Shashiprabha Patirana. H.M. Madhuvandi Patirana. I. Mumdas. I. Madhuvandi Nicholas. J. Fatima Farnas. K. M. Mendis Rajakaruna. K. F. Fatima Sumayya. Chetana Madhushani. KRV Sambat Miralgaman. KHM Kumudu Sevandi. KI Pasindu Kavinde. KPD Yogya Sevandi. KHP Amasha Netmi. LK Demalsha Kavindi. LJP Emanda Deshan. MV Janani Ishadari. MADT Manadalini Malawenna. M Amaya Mihindukula. M Fatima Hana. MMC Sandamali Managi. MAC Kaulshilya Marasingha. MT Navoda Pereira. ML Fatima Hania. MA Fatima Masia. MA Fatuma Safia. MA Fatima Asima. MF Fatima Sara. MH Hafsa. MN Fatima Shukra. MI Nilufar Sana. MN Fatima Sulha. MGN Priyadarshini Karunaratna. M Sahina Begum. M Sajida. NH Fatima Hikma. N Seema Farwin. NF Gulshan Raj Ata. N. Asirini Ilesinghe. P.A. Netma Kalhari. R.M. Nishadi Anuttara. R. Dilini Hansika. R. Sindhuja. R. Fatima Rifka. R.G. Kanchana Nayanatara. S. Kavindi Abekunge. S. Roslyn Simra. S. M. P. K. Sandaruvan Kumara. S. Pavidaran. S. Gausini. S. H. D. Madhuhansi Vikramaratna. S. T. N. Chamali Kumarasinghe. S. H. Fatima Fazina. S. Kanaja. S. D. Siumini Ananda. T. Danushika Suryaraj. T. G. K. S. Netli Amrakon. U. Ravishki Bogahavatta. V. Sivasanka. W. G. Adisha Dilukshan. W. P. Dishani Amaya. W. H. N. Dulanji Rajabaksha. W. A. K. Supulmini Meegahavatta.
By authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degree of Bachelor of Biosystems Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the South Asian University of Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology be conferred on those to be presented by the Dean, Faculty of Technology.
Your Honor, sir.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following graduates for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology honors for the academic year 2019-20. A.S. Fatima Farha. A.J. Naflan. A.K. Fatima Rusta. A.D. Nainathara Kumarasiri. A.N.P. Kalana Eranga. A. Fatima Lufna. A. Malindu Hansamal. F. Shafi Ahmed. G. V. Nishita Nilipul. H. Shiraji Dilipun. J.D. Abhishek Vibhoshita. J.P. S.P.K. Bandara Vimalasen. J.M.I. Sandruvan Jayasundara. J.M.L. Buttika Jayasundara. K.R.H. Ransika Kahataduwa. K.R. Rashad Ahmed. K.A.S.S.A. Asin Taruka. K.T.D. Tamindut Kalhara. K.D. Situm Paboda. K. Kalindu Bhavanta. M.J. Anthony Dilekshan. M.K. Nipul Sandeep. M.H. Ahmed Hafaz. M.H. Muhammad Ajaz. M.S. Fatima Afrin. M.T. Fatima Farha. M.Y. Fatima Nuha. M. Fatima Rishma. M. Adishta Kumar. MPH Rasiprabha Aberatna, PKS Nishara Senaviratna, PLA Jayasahan Liyanage, PWDM Kalani Tushari, R. Rakfia Jahan, R.A. Janit Madhushank, S. Satsarani Jayatulaka, S. Hana Hasmat, SGL Chamikara Samarasinghe, S. Madhusha, S. Fatima Asra, V. Sangirtan, V. Fatima Kishore, WGP Buddhika Vijayaratne, Y. Hanusjan,
Almost done.
By authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon those whose names have been read the degree of Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology.
Chancellor, I have the honor to announce that the Council of the South Asian University of Sri Lanka, on the recommendation of the Senate, has resolved that the medals be awarded to those who have achieved the highest standards of excellence to be presented by the Dean Faculty of Engineering.
Gold medal for the best overall performance in engineering, academic year 2018-2019, Muhammad Rifai Ziminaj. Gold medal for the best performance in civil engineering, academic year 2018-2019, Raman Madhumidan. Gold medal for the best performance in electrical and electronic engineering 2018-2019, Muhammad Rifai Ziminaj. Gold medal for the best overall performance in engineering in academic year 2019-2020, Muhammad Uwais Munsif Ahmad. Medal for the best performance in civil engineering for academic year 2019-2020, Rajanathan Ajit Milan. Gold medal for the best performance in electrical and electronic engineering academic year 2019-2020, Muhammad Uwais Munsif Ahmad. Gold medal for the best performance in mechanical engineering in 2019-2020, Pasindu Netmina Jayasinghe.
I now declare this convocation closed.
SEUSL